Alright, gentlemen, so you want to be charismatic. Well, let me be the Phil to your Hercules, and let's dive in. Alright, gentlemen, charisma is a powerful tool that we can use to influence people, win friendships, and of course, nab that sexy, sexy lady that we have always wanted. But it's definitely not something that we are born with. It is something that we cultivate through hard work and self-development. I remember being about 18 or 19 years old and just getting started on my journey of self-development, of learning how I could be better than I currently was. Growing up, I had a ton of developmental issues, socially, emotionally, mentally, that really impaired my growth early on in life. Confidence, charisma, these were things that I had no idea about at all. And so one day I asked a family member, what is charisma? How do you become charismatic? And she didn't have a direct answer for me. Instead, she said, well, look at your uncle. He is charismatic. And so I thought about him, and I thought about his humor and his beliefs and his work ethic and his environment. And I thought about all the other people in my life that were influencing me currently, like Elliot Holtz. And I began to draw a parallel in the way that they all conducted themselves. And I began to realize what charisma was and what it wasn't. I began to notice that charisma wasn't always a loud energy and an absolutely beautiful smile. And this is where the charisma hack truly comes into play. Charisma is often quiet, focused, and driven, and this is what brings us to what the charisma hack actually is. If we want to become charismatic, if we want to win influence on people and win their trust and their confidence and their support, then we need a vision. We need to have a vision of what we want in life, and we need to have goals, and we need to speak to those goals. When we think of people through history who have had tons of charisma and tons of support and attraction from others, we think of guys like Bill Clinton and Barack Obama, and we think of modern day people like Gary Vaynerchuk and Grant Cardone, and we realize that they all have something in common. They all have a vision. They all have direction. They all have a path in life, and they travel down it with conviction. They do not doubt themselves at all. They believe in themselves and they believe in their goals, and absolutely nothing stops them on the way to success. Gentlemen, when we have a vision that guides us, when we have goals that are bigger than our immediate surroundings, then we have charisma. Charisma isn't always a loud energy and a boisterous personality. Charisma is often calm, cool, collected, and absolutely grounded. So gentlemen, if you want to be charismatic, don't be loud, don't be pompous, don't be posturing. Charisma is having a vision. Charisma is having a passion. Charisma is having a goal. And charisma is traveling down that pathway towards that goal, no matter what stands in our way. Do this and people will surely follow. And that's some man talk. Gentlemen, stay handsome. Hey, listen here, buddy. The path to kingship does not stop after just one video, so check out some of these bad boys around here to get even more fantastically handsome.